Get in my room, safe to assume the demons are ready to show you a tune. Do what I say, girl, that's the only rule. Your mind is a weapon, you know I'm a fool. Get in my room, safe to assume the demons are ready for yours, I'm a goon. Round of applause is heard from the moon. Wake up a sleeping pharaoh in his tomb. This that bedroom, whether I'm an avatar, baby, I'm a slim ting bender. Don't matter the zodiac, all of them weather. That fire, I get that shit out like a feather. Brody, your homegirl's a teller. She got that good earth, I be sowing whatever. How you think that she blooming? The focus is better. So locked in my fucking toes making letters. I'm putting candy up in auntie's purse. Tell fall bag, leather about to burst. After I tuck a sentence like a hearse. Only for second round to be the first. This was a Sunday, I took her to church. Spoke on the knees, be it she a flirt. Pray I forgive her, she come with dessert. Top of my altar, bless him with a curse. But in your case, curse with a blessing. Assume the position, you do it in seconds. I ain't even finished, just coming for seconds. Jewelry around your waist, really a necklace. Paint your left titty, rub it like it's resin. Slide out the other, ain't no second guessing. Nastiest nigga you know on the planet. I'm tonguing you down when you swallow them pellets.
Go.
What the fuck, man?
Go. Fetty go crazy. Go. Go. Hey. Hey, pull up in the spaceship, feel like Wimby. I'm so alien, flexing, been a habit. Pop my shit, we in the stadium. Keep a drum, that bitch go dumb. We aiming at them cranium. Chrome heart, yeah, I been a savage. I'm the type of nigga that you can't manage. Like, go. Hey, hold up, baby, I just need some head, no headache. I can't do no fake, kick it, rather get my bread straight. Stick it to the ceiling for these days. I swear I pray. Sure I pray. Hey, a monster gon' be made. Always do a colossal when I pop out Burberry shades. I see the haters, yeah, they better watch out. 30 in the Drake, they don't want problems, nah, they ready to cop out. Chewy, my religion, don't got time if you trippin'. Pull up in the spaceship, feel like Wimby. I'm so alien, flexing been a habit. Pop my shit, we in the stadium. Keep a drum, that bitch go dumb. We aiming at them cranium. Chrome heart, yeah, I been a savage. I'm the type of nigga that you can't manage. Like, go. Block on fire, yeah, yeah. I got the block on fire. I got the block on fire, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mama said if you can go and do that shit, man, hop at the streets. Yeah. Man, this shit was crazy. How this shit go? It go repeat. Gave my niggas 10, now we ain't friends. That's how it should be. I guess you gotta stand on your own 10. That's how it should be. Niggas start talking like they friends, boy, that shit ain't repeat. That shit is, man, them hoes think I'm outside giving money for free. You ain't getting shit. Hey, I know how I be. I know how I be. I ain't for free. I ain't for free. Popped it off from doing 29 like fucking last week. Damn, it was crazy, man. He went to Thanksgiving, had a little feast. Man, it's crazy to see him outside, right up on his feet. Best believe I'm gonna do my own thing just to get and repeat. Let's get hitting plays like a motherfucker running back. I'm all on my feet in the sun. Niggas start talking all that shit when I'm smoking. I'm feeling so geek in the car. Bitch, she cashed at me just to hit the phone and motherfucking link. I ain't give a fuck cause I'm really trying to run up all these Mama said if you can go and do that shit, man, hop at the streets. Yeah. Man, this shit was crazy. How this shit go? It go repeat. Gave my niggas 10, now we ain't friends. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. I guess you gotta stand on your own 10. That's how it should be. Yeah. Niggas start talking like they friends, boy, that shit ain't repeat. That shit is, man, them hoes think I'm outside giving money for free. You ain't getting shit. Hey, I know how I be. I know how I be. I ain't for free. I ain't for free. Hey, I've been ballin' hard, just like 23. LeBron. Hey, money stretching long, like I'm signed to the league. Hey, shawty wanna slide, she tryna get under me. Told her to play a role, always keep it peak. Hey, the game is sold, not the beat.
Hey, Trojan man, baby. Hey, Trojan man, baby. Hey, talk to me, girl. Talk to me, girl. Talk to me, Shawty, what is info? Baby girl, let me know. What is info? Gon' let me know. In the nighttime, see the moonlight. Know the Trojan man always get the move right. Got my two-step, got my drink right. I'm a star, baby, you don't need a flashlight. In the nighttime, see the moonlight. Know the Trojan man always get the move right. Got my two-step, got my drink right. I'm a star, baby, you don't need a flashlight. I'm the dude that she told you not to worry about. Turn off a location every time we stepping out. We don't need you pulling up, fucking up the mood. I'm your little friend, I ain't trying to be your dude. I ain't nice, I'm a nigga with some attitude. Thank God for another day, I show my gratitude. Don't be worried what I'm doing, sucking mind your business. Black girl, white girl, it don't make a difference. Nighttime, see the moonlight. Know the Trojan man always get the move right. Got my two-step, got my drink right. I'm a star, baby, you don't need a flashlight. In the nighttime, see the moonlight. You know the Trojan man always get the move right. Got my two-step, got my drink right. I'm a star, baby, you don't need a flashlight. I was lost at one time, but now my vision clear. Say what you want about me now, I don't really care. I was mad at the world like shit was unfair. Life is what you make.
You niggas really just lacking. Nigga, I just put out one of my best performances. Nigga, they calling me a young Mike. Nigga, now call me Mr. J. Mars, nigga. Get the name right. Locked in, every move got weight. Ain't no breaks, I ain't playing this safe. I stay 10 toes down every day. Ain't no stopping, I'm gon' elevate. Locked in, every move got weight. Ain't no breaks, I ain't playing this safe. I stay 10 toes down every day. Ain't no stopping, I'm gon' elevate. Ain't no talking, I just move like the bag speak. Took some L's, bounced back, now the tab seat. They was sleep, now they watch trying to tap me. Made a play, cut them off, now they act with. 10 toes every step on some boss shit. New fit, but the kicks got them scuffed quick. Shit dying, but I move like I lost it. And I love just survive that toxic. Cut the fake ties, I ain't rockin' with no broke niggas. Shit, I'm on my lane, I don't owe you.
Hello?
What's up with you?
Man, shit in the studio, what's up?
Nothing. I need you to come through.
Alright, so I'm gonna be on the way.
Okay.
Slow grinding. I'ma take my time, blow your mind from the front, from behind. Touch your guts, touch your spine. Have you bustin' back to back, just like I be bustin' rhymes. The way I beat it up, they think I'm committing crime. Slow it down just to tease ya. I know how to please ya. Forgot about her other guys. I gave her amnesia like Jodeci we freaking. Tryna have a leaking. Early morning session, she went to work geeking, creeping. Keeping everything on the low. So pussy so good they tried to cuff just like the po-po. Couple rounds back to back, I don't need no more. Sometimes I beat it up, but she love it when I slow grinding, slow grinding, slow grinding. I'ma take my time, tryna blow your mind. Slow grinding, slow grinding, slow grinding. I'ma get you right, we can do it all night. She ride me like an acrobat, she be bustin' back to back. The way she throw that ass back, I be having flashbacks. Skin to skin, in and out, might leave it in. Really act a fool off tequila or the hen. Good me, that's the act right.
Answer your fucking phone. I don't know why you play with me like this. I need you to answer your phone because we need to talk.
Yeah, I got a shorty up the block, she on go with it. She a pro with it. When she holding it, I made her shut her mouth, ER boy be controlling it. King Cunningham make a bitch spend some dough on it. She like to call me Poppy over FaceTime. I'm in Cali, she show that pussy over state lines. I'm about to make her ass ball out of me like 8 times. And I don't even really need it, cause she ain't mine. Hold up, yeah. I ain't got time, what do you want? Steady pulling on my ear. Talking about nothing, if we ain't fucking, you ain't got shit on me. Tryna link up, all you gotta do, baby, is hit my phone, yeah. But be on some bullshit, and for sure, I'm kicking you out of my home. Spending up time away, I bet that she gon' bang my line again. Girl, what you want today? back to my way. I be fooling with my brother, my dog man. You said I can't believe the shit that you own, fam. Reboot the system, restarted the program. I ain't no bitch, nigga, nah, I ain't no yes man. I be trying to save lives with these ratings. They say Brian not his monkey ass mind, but these niggas know that Brian should be hitting. Shout out to Russell, nigga, this shit different. It's been a minute, you truly need to wise up and listen. See, I've been that nigga since the C-section. Obviously not the nigga that you would keep testing, right?
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. Hold on. We are here. Yeah, sure. Shout out to everybody in the chats. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on? What's poppin', Miles? What's going on with you, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Made it home safe, man. Travel mercies in full effect. So I gotta be grateful for that, man. And just glad to be back to it. You know when you go places, like because you set your house up so perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go places and you realize, damn, like, I wish I was home.
Right. Real. Now that's a fact.
You go places and you have a good time and all that, but it's like, nah, nigga, like, be at the crib, nigga. Like, I love the crib, nigga.
Nah, that's a fact. That's real shit. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to my lovely lady, April in the building. Shout outs to who else we got up in here? Duke Alex in the building, Cardio King, Fat John, Corey 2S, Tamir. Shout out to Omar Gray in the building. Mark Tavius was popping. Joe Blast in the building. What's going on? Hakeem in the building. Joe Pollard was popping with you. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Chris MC was good. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Rob Marine in the motherfucking building. June Sports, Studio Horror Music was good. Skills Fitness up in the building. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Phoenix is in the building. SM Podcast is in the building. What's going on? HJ was popping with you. Appreciate you being here. And Behind the Lens TV, what's going on? So today we're going to be talking about how running behind women to get sex makes you weak. You understand? We're going to get into that heavy today. You feel what I'm saying? But remember, guys, today's Media Monday. So if y'all have stuff to promote, $50 or more if you want to call in, $20 or more per story, $10 more per question. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all that stuff, make sure that you guys go to Cunningham Elements. Go to Cunningham Elements. Get your soap.
Yes, sir.
Get the parfum, get all of that stuff popping.
Get all
right
the good shit,
now.
man. All the good, all natural ingredient shit, man. Get it popping, man. Go over to Cunningham Elements and get some soap. Get some soap for your moms. We got the rose and the lavender soap. So get that for your moms, man. Mother's Day coming up. So make sure y'all do that.
Facts, real talk. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Get what men, what women, hidden gems about dating you don't know. Make sure you guys go get that. Get the online dating consultation. Make sure you guys go get that. Get the massive game collection. Get Master the Vetting Process. Get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day ebook, audio book, Looks Don't Matter ebook, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less audio program, and all the other stuff on shoplocario.com. Make sure you get it.
Can I say this real quick, man? I know for a fact that majority of y'all niggas hate going out to meet women in real life. So you really need to go get that online consultation.
That's
that online dating consultation. You really need to make that happen ASAP. Stop playing around.
Right, exactly. That's a fact. Now, real talk. So make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com to make sure that you guys get that. You know what I mean? So make sure you go get that right now. Also, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
make sure also that you guys go to badboymembership.com and to join the Bad Boy Membership where you get 45 to 90 minute audio and video dating advice, tutorials, and make sure that you guys go get this. Last but not least, make sure you guys do this. Go to patreon.com / Mr. Locario. You understand what I'm saying? So that you guys can go and get on the Bad Boy Show so that you guys can get that shit cracking. Make sure you guys do that. Go to patreon.com for the Bad Boy Show so that you guys can check us out every week. We do current events and we spit heavy games. So make sure that you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you get that cracking. All right. So yeah, man. So guys, remember it's Media Mondays. If you guys have stuff to promote, today is the day. Make sure you guys do that. If you guys want to call in number is 844-672 7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure that you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys get that cracking right now. So phone lines are open. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. All right. So now today's show, we talking about running behind women to get sex makes you weak. Okay. It makes you so fucking weak. And what a lot of dudes don't realize is that there's a lot of things that you're doing to run behind women that you might not even realize that you're doing. So what you got to understand is that when you're running behind women to get sex, there's a lot of different things that happen, right? It's not just,
wait,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to say, I want to speak for the the practical minded viewer watching, right? Who's going to just say, so where else am I supposed to get sex from, Locario? Because if I try to pay for it, you call me a trick.
Right.
And if I go to another country, you call me a passport, bro. You tell me I ain't got no game. So what the fuck am I supposed to do, Locario?
Right.
I just wanted to speak up for them, because I'm like, based on the title, I'm like, niggas was running out of options.
Exactly. Because you know how dudes get. They never actually listen to what we're saying. They just
right.
You know what I'm saying? They just talk with it. You know what I'm saying? And what I want to do right now, real quick, I want to show you guys a clip from this thing that I did on Game Global, real quick. And I posted it up on Instagram because Ice White sent this to me. And basically, it's about the whole thing about women being the gatekeepers of sex and all that bullshit, right? So let me share this real quick. And let's hear this really quick. Here we go.
Hey, women are the gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gate. Yes, they are. Women say 99.9% of the time, even a hideous woman can get laid by a different man 5 times a day, 5 different men every day of the week, even if she's butt ugly. A man cannot do that. We have to achieve something to be promiscuous. Do you disagree?
No, Rob, I think it's, it's funny. I think it's ironic that you sound very red pill. I don't agree with red pill.
You disagree?
No, women are not the gatekeepers of anything. The reason why you're saying that women are the gatekeepers of sex is because, like I said, most guys who are average dudes, right? They're the ones begging women for sex. What I'm telling you is that when you have game, women want to have sex with you. And so what I'm saying is that how is she gatekeeping when you're choosing and giving women the opportunity to get with you, and you're choosing who gets to get your dick? That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day.
All right, so there we go. So now, what I found funny was, you know, when I looked at some of these comments, and I'll read it here because it's a little small, so some of y'all probably can't see. But there's dudes in there that actually think women are really the gatekeepers of sex. So this guy right here, he says women are gatekeepers. They decide if you get the kitty or not. A woman can post free kitty to the first 5 guys who does X, Y, and Z. Ask any man to drop a free dick post in the same manner. He's not getting any play, right? So this is what these guys are saying. And then this other guy says, women are definitely the gatekeepers of sex. The ball is in their court. For the ball to be in your court, you have to put in an extreme amount of effort and work. And even then, if you're in a good position, they'll still decide, unfortunately, that white boy, you said a whole bunch of nothing. I don't know what he's saying, but he's basically saying that they're the gatekeepers. Then this last guy, he says, Locario doesn't comprehend simple things. Who has the pussy? Women. They are the gatekeepers of giving their bodies to a man. That's it. He says Rob wasn't talking about game, frame, etc. Locario has a way of getting things confused, right? So,
Locario, you are confused.
Exactly. So basically, what happens is that a lot of these guys, right? What they do is that they don't realize, right, that when they say shit like women are the gatekeepers of sex, what they're doing is they're running behind women to get sex, right? And also you have to understand is that beta males, guys who are not sexually attractive to women, this is why they say that type of stuff. And the reason why they say that is because they're the ones coming from the perspective of looking at it as women are the ones running things when it comes to sex. So they talk about a lot of the red pill stuff of, you know, women are the gatekeepers of sex, men are the gatekeepers of relationships, so forth and so on, right?
Right.
But what they don't realize is that when they say that women are the gatekeepers of sex and men are the gatekeepers of relationships, what they're actually saying is that I'm a beta male and I have to beg a woman for sex. And 2, I feel like I'm the gatekeeper of relationships because at the end of the day, these women are going to settle for me after the fact. That's all that really means is that the women are settling for you. Basically, when you're a beta male, you're not the gatekeeper of anything. So of course you think the woman is the gatekeeper of sex because you're not even the gatekeeper of relationships. She just settled for you at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is that what these guys don't understand is that they've never been the sexually attractive guy where a woman is begging for their dick. They've never been the sexually attractive guy where you have multiple women trying to hit you up for sex. They've never been the sexually attractive guy where women catch an attitude because you won't fuck them. You understand what I'm saying? So if they're the gatekeepers of sex, why are these things happening? But those things only happen to guys who are sexually attractive. It's not happening to guys who are not sexually attractive. That's basically how it works. But Miles, those this shit though.
Well, yeah, again, you know, a lot of guys don't, they don't have a certain level of strength, like a certain level of inner strength, where even if they're getting sex, they still are weak by the prospect of dealing with sex and having sex. You understand? Like a lot of dudes, the reason why sex is such a thing for them, the reason why they're so desperate and so thirsty for it is because they can't see past the thing that has been put on us by nature, which is the urge, the lust, and all that other shit, just to make sure we procreate. But if you have a strong mind, it's kind of like they call it mind over matter, right? Where you can, if you're smart enough, if you're intelligent enough, you can understand that it's one thing to strongly desire something, and it's another thing to actually need something.
Right.
You understand? Because the thing is this. You can get pussy, but are you getting it on your terms? You understand? Because it takes intelligence to get something on your terms.
Right.
You understand? Like even breathing to some extent. I know breathing is automatic, right? Breathing is, even if you don't have to even think to breathe. But at the same time, as a, if you're an athlete or if you're a runner or certain other things like that, you like heavy into fitness. Like they tell you breathing through your nose, like inhale through your nose and out through your mouth is a way to take a more cleansing breath. You understand? Or they say you build more nitric oxide or some shit like that. That's the thing that like help your muscles get a good pump. They tell you to do that. They tell you if you breathe through your nose, you get more nitric oxide for your muscles and all that type of shit. So you have some people out there who they don't just breathe like a fucking idiot. Like they know, okay, when I'm look, let me tell you something. Even during sex, when I'm controlling my breathing, I can literally feel the oxygen go to where it needs to go, and I can hear the woman respond a certain way to me. Do you get what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is that when it comes to sex or anything else in life, there are ways to get it, but more importantly, what we talk about over here is the way to get it on your fucking terms.
Right.
You understand? The average man is happy to get whatever the fuck he gets. That's why half of y'all niggas is in, relationships where the woman, because she's the gatekeeper, she decides when you have sex. She decides how you have sex. Do you understand what I'm saying? Again, like these things, a lot of guys don't realize that how is a big how has always been more interesting than why or even what.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? How is always more interesting. It is the how that allows you to do things on your terms. It is the how that allows you to have a certain level of responsibility, standard, and detail in the thing that you claim that you want. You understand?
Right.
We all want money, but what are you willing to do to get it? You trying to rob banks? You trying to rob banks? You trying to work hard? You trying to build your talent?
Right.
You understand? Or are you willing to do something strange for a piece of change? Which is it? You get what I'm saying? And so when we talk about running behind women to get pussy, it does make you weak, because when you're running behind a woman, you're not doing anything on your terms. You're doing it on her terms.
Right.
You understand? You're allowing her to dictate everything. You're allowing her to set the standard of how sex happens. I was checking out this video. There's this and shout out to this cat. He be coming up on my algorithm. He's called Dating Right, but it's dating with a WRIGHT. If y'all want to go check him out. But he has these little dating, these compilation videos with TikToks and dating TikToks and all this shit. So the chick was talking about a date that she was on. And every other thing that she listed that the guy did. Okay, well, this was a red flag. Okay, this was a green flag. This was a green flag. Okay, no, this was a red flag. And then the guy, the dude dating right, he said something really something critical that I thought was important. He said it's funny how when women are not really attractive to men, they have to give them a fucking progress report to the pussy.
Right, exactly.
And I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say those words, but he was like, it's funny when a woman is not really attracted to a nigga. It's like she's judging everything he does to decide if he gets a pussy. And meanwhile, when it's a nigga that she's attracted to, the nigga could do any and everything wrong and still get the pussy.
Right, exactly.
So again, what we're talking about, guys, is not just the fact of getting pussy. It's really like, are you getting it on your terms? Are you getting it through the alignment of your masculine identity? That's the real question. And the truth is, to me, if you're having sex and it's not on your terms, you're the one getting fucked. You understand what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna use a business analogy, it's kind of like going into a business deal. It's kind of like going into a business deal, and the person on the other side of the deal, he's like allowing you to make a little bit of money off the deal, but he's making the lion's share, and you didn't really get anything you wanted out of the deal.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You didn't get any ownership. You didn't get any rights. You didn't get any copyrights. You didn't get any fucking, you got basically nothing except what he allowed you to get. When you're doing a business deal, you need to be able to say, look, these are my terms.
Right.
And yeah, because it's a business deal, we could probably, and not even compromise, but we could come to some type of understanding. But if you're walking away from the deal and you didn't get exactly what you wanted, or you didn't get nothing close to what you wanted, you're the one that got fucked out the deal.
Right.
And that's what's happening with a lot of men today. A lot of these same niggas that you swear is they're the man, they're oh yeah, they're the player, they're this, they're that. Like even and I saw you did a show about the Clay Thompson shit.
Right.
And how whack his game was. And I'm like, and I agree, man. This nigga bought this bitch a fucking Bentley.
Oh, word? I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
He bought her a Bentley. This is what I heard. I could be wrong, and y'all could correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I reserve the right to be wrong because I don't follow these niggas like this. But I've seen little clips and little blurbs here and there. The nigga bought her a Bentley cash. And I'm like, why? Just for y'all to break up later on some dumb shit?
Right.
I could have bought a fucking, I could have put a down payment on a fucking 50-unit apartment building with that type of money. And I'm buying just one bitch that I'm gonna end up dumping anyway. I'm gonna buy her a fucking car. You see what I'm saying? So look, shout out to Clay Thompson. At the end of the day, he, I guess he told her the truth, and he was like, well, I ain't trying to be monogamous, and she wanted to break up. Fine, that's cool. But at the same time, my nigga, did you? If that was the case, like, why you ain't just get what you had to get because you're Clay Thompson, not because you're buying bitches cars, bro? Like, what are we really doing out here? A lot of these niggas, you swear that they getting what they getting because they them. No, they getting what they getting because of what's in their pocket.
Right.
They getting what they getting because they're fucking simps and tricks. That's why they're getting this shit, not because they're them.
Right.
You understand? That's a lot of y'all niggas hate on the Pookie, but shout out to the fucking Pookie that just come out of jail, ain't got shit, and is dicking the bitch down and borrowing her fucking car and living up in her place. And the reason why he's getting that is because he's him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, y'all niggas wanna hate on the Pookies and the bad boys, but shout out to the broke felon bad boys.
Right.
Because they have nothing. And they're getting exactly what they want on their fucking terms. And look at you. You out here trying to make 6 figures, have a 6-pack, and you getting surgery to make your legs longer so you can be 6 feet. And bitches still don't fucking like you.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's real talk. And see, guys, you got to understand when we talk about this whole thing about, running behind women, to get sex makes you weak, right? What it is this, right? When it comes to you interacting with women, and you making sex happen, because I know, like you were saying earlier, Miles, that dude's gonna be like, but what am I supposed to do? Like, what are you guys are saying is that, like, how am I supposed to get girls and blah, blah, blah. What we're saying is this, is that when you have sex with a woman, it should always be on your terms.
Always.
Period. And if it's not on your terms, then you shouldn't be having sex with her. So what that means is that you should find women who are sexually attracted to you, which means that they actually desire having sex with you. Because what most guys don't realize is, and this is why the way that you get sex is important, right? Because guys think just getting sex, well, at least I got the hit. They got that type of mindset. They think everything is all good. The problem is that most of you guys don't realize that you've probably had sex with women who didn't want to have sex with you. You understand? Meaning that you were chasing a woman, you wore her down, right? You spent a lot of time and energy interacting with this woman, and then she finally allowed you to get up inside her in that situation. You see what I'm saying? But what you don't understand is that you're dealing with women who don't really like you. Now you might be saying, but Locario, Miles, who cares? Who gives a fuck? I still got to hit, right? Now, this is the part I never get is you got to understand that there are times where you are interacting with women who don't like you, and then you have sex with those women. And then after the fact, they felt like you took something from them. They felt like you took advantage of them. They felt like you pressured them. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that there's times where women will give in because they feel like they're supposed to give in or something might happen to them. You see what I'm saying? Now, And this is not far-fetched. So this, what you got to understand is to avoid all of that, you only fuck with women who are highly sexually attracted to you, who are actually interested in you. Because when you deal with women who are giving you pushback, who are giving you resistance, you think you gotta, what's the PUA say? Push through her last minute resistance and, pass her shit test and all these other different things where they're teaching you how to essentially force the situation. Right. You're going to end up in a situation where you're dealing with a woman who ends up having sex with you, not because she wants to, but because she felt like she had to. And when a woman feels like she has to, then she feels like, oh, I was pressured. I didn't really want to do it, blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? So when we tell you guys these things, we're telling you these things to make sure that you're not putting yourself in position to be dealing with a woman who's not into you, which could be dangerous.
I'm telling you, and guys, this is the part of the reason why you can't see women as the gatekeepers of sex, right? The reason why you have to see, because a woman will allow her fucking emotions to give her a fucking excuse to be stupid,
right?
You understand? That's what a woman does. Like she gets uncomfortable about a certain thing or whatever it is, and then she just fucking makes the dumbest fucking decisions, or her emotions make her feel a certain way, so she says dumb shit and she just acts dumb. So that's why if you let a woman be the quote unquote gatekeeper of sex, and one day emotionally her gatekeeping allows her to make sex happen, but she wasn't emotionally ready for sex to happen. Or maybe if she recounts it. Because look, the bottom line is this: when you say a woman is a gatekeeper of something, that means she's responsible.
Right.
Women don't like responsibility. Girls just want to have fun. So what you're looking for is a woman who is attracted to you to where consent is built in. That's what you're looking for.
Right.
If you have to fucking schedule sex or ask for sex or get consent every time you touch the girl you're dealing with, that is a dangerous situation. Leave that situation immediately.
Right.
If a bitch start calling you her partner and start saying, sometimes when you walk past me and you grab my butt, I don't really like it, and I feel like I need to give consent before you do that.
Right.
Leave her the entire fuck alone. Like, this is what, look, I keep hearing this from different podcasts. Like, there's a dude named St. James. He's like this behavioral scientist dude or whatever. And he's like, I want the 304s to lose. And no. He says, I think we need to normalize being able to call females losers or some shit like that. And I'm like, and it's the funniest shit to me, because some of these women, it's not even we need to call them losers, right? But we need to recognize that if we acquiesce to them, we're the fucking loser.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? If you allow a woman to dictate certain things in your life, you're the goddamn loser. Because if she don't feel right and she could tell people this and tell people that, and you will lose your fucking freedom. All because a bitch felt a certain way. Meanwhile, all you had to do was stay on your P's and Q's, stop being so fucking thirsty and desperate, and actually find a woman, like I said, where the consent is built in, where she knows if I'm fucking with this nigga, oh, the pussy's his.
Right, exactly.
Because if you don't trust me with the pussy, then what the fuck do I need your trust for?
Exactly. And we got to understand is that, women, a lot of women are goofy because let me show you something. This is what I saw on Instagram the other day. I thought this was ridiculous. This is like the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen ever in life. So this chick, she, this is her post. She said, cheating is sexual assault.
Oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
This is
what the fuck I'm saying. Cole, real quick. This is the type of chick that if you fuck with her, you're the loser. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. And look, I'm going. This is scrolling in the thing. It says, Consent is not something you can obtain under one set of circumstances and then secretly alter because the truth would inconvenience you, right? Now look at what she said right here. She says, cheating in a monogamous relationship is sexual assault. I won't be explaining. Do you see how?
That's what I'm saying. You're fucking idiots, bro.
So when you go in the comments, what a lot of these girls were saying, right, is that they were saying that it's sexual assault because if you cheat, you might bring back a STD, and the girl didn't consent to sharing you sexually, so therefore you're assaulting your girl by bringing that shit back. And the stupid part about that is this, right? It's because by saying that, you're basically saying a monogamous relationship is only about sex. Because what they're saying is, you agreed to be monogamous, right? Which means you're saying you agreed to not fuck anybody else. Okay, cool. But if you're saying that cheating is sexual assault, you're basically bringing monogamy down to just sex. And so if it's just sex, then we're just fuck buddies then. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is that monogamous means one union, one gamous union. I can still have one union with you. We're just in one union and still fuck somebody else. Now, you could say that we broke the trust in the union because you weren't supposed to fuck somebody else, but we're still in that union. We're still one unit, right? But again, what happens is, and this is the key you guys got to understand, one of the biggest reasons why you shouldn't be running behind women for anything, especially sex, is because you have to understand as a man, you're a leader. And you can't run behind or be led by women because women are always talking about, making shit a thing because of how they feel, right? So thinking about this, cheating is sexual assault. No, you just feel a certain type of way, which is why you come up with ridiculous shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what happens is that you come up with ridiculous things based on how you feel. So why would you be running behind a woman when women are just running around based on how they feel? Do you see what I'm saying? And so the reason why we say running behind a woman to get sex makes you weak is because when you're dealing with a woman and you're running behind her, that's going to make you weak because you're not standing in your masculine identity and allowing a woman to come to you and your side of things and only fuck with women who come to your side of things. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, I do not deal with women at all who are not following what I'm saying 100%. Like, I don't deal with them at all. Like, I've had situations where a chick, I would match with a chick on a dating app and I say, hey, meet me at this spot at this time, right? And then the chick will be like, oh, but I'll definitely meet you there, but we need to have a conversation first. Nope. Nah, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I'm good. So a lot of times what happens is that, and sometimes this is what happens. Sometimes when I'm, like I said, how I would go against the game, and then I'll be like, let me give her another shot. Let me give her another chance. So this is what I'll say. I'll say, oh, okay, cool. Here's my number. Text me, and then I will set up a time for us to talk. Right. So I still need you to do what I'm saying. Right. Now the chick either don't text me, which means, okay, she wasn't really with it in the first place, which is why she was putting stipulations on it. Right. And if she does text me, she still has to do what I say following through that situation. But either way, when you're dealing with a woman, there should be no next step unless she's going with your steps. Unless she's doing it your way, period. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, y'all can't understand this because y'all are so thirsty for sex that you're willing to toss aside your masculine identity for it. You understand? Shout out to K-Zag, and he said, this is why monogamy doesn't work. People who are insecure use monogamy as a way to have their insecurities coddled. They use monogamy to secure sexual exclusivity more than anything else. That's a fact. That's a fact. Could you imagine if you in a monogamous relationship and you cheated on your girl and she says you sexually assaulted her for cheating on her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most craziest shit ever. That's the craziest shit ever. I'm like, man, they must have pulled the hamstring with that stretch. That shit is crazy.
You crazy.
How the fuck you gonna say
bars, nigga?
How the fuck you gonna say that's sexual assault because I went and fucked another woman? So you trying to tell me if I don't catch an STD and I fuck you again, that means it wasn't sexual assault? Like it don't make any sense. These motherfuckers is wild. But this goes to the further point of just running behind a woman for sex, right? Is that you're not supposed to run behind a woman for anything, which means you're supposed to be leading at all times. And what happens is when you don't lead,
right,
what you do is you attract women who don't really like you. Guys, I want you to understand this. When you are not leading, you end up attracting women who don't really like you. Because what happens is when you are leading, what you're paying attention to is a woman following your lead. And guess who follows your lead? Women who actually like you. So this is the problem that a lot of people have. And so this is why motherfuckers end up in marriages and relationships where chicks disrespect them. And I want to pull up this video that Miles sent me earlier because I was like, this shit, we got to talk about this shit.
Crazy.
And this video is from YouTuber Chiza Zed, and it's called TikTok Convinced Me to Ruin My Marriage. And I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? So let me pull this away real quick. But so we're gonna go through this video and we're gonna start and stop it. But this is to show you why you guys should not be running behind women, being led by women. Because see, what you gotta understand is that women are easily influenced. You understand? So women generally will go based on how they feel in the moment, based on little things that are going on in the situation. But what happens is that when you haven't vetted a woman that's going to be your long-term girlfriend or wife or whatever, then what happens is that she's going to be easily influenced by everything outside of you. And usually what happens is that if you wife up a chick who wasn't following your lead consistently, if you wife up a chick that you wasn't vetting, you're going to end up marrying or being in a relationship with a woman who doesn't really like you. And because she doesn't really like you, that's why it's easy for her to be influenced by a motherfucker on TikTok telling her to leave you. Could you imagine you've been with your chick for how many years or whatever, and then a TikTok convinces her to leave you? Now understand that the reason why the TikTok convinced her was because she never really was emotionally attached to you like that anyway. She was never really into you like that. And you fucking her up. But let's see what they talking about in this shit. This shit is crazy.
Be married if it wasn't for women on TikTok encouraging me to divorce my husband.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
She just plain says it. We know that TikTok's like the worst place any wife could go, and they do go there seeking advice, going out to complain about the marriages they're in. This woman here just plain out says it's the content on TikTok that destroyed her marriage. And she's happy about it. She's happy about it. Let's get it.
If I hadn't discovered decentering men content here on this app, to be honest, I think I would still be married. I would still be making excuses. I would still be gaslighting myself. I would still be trying to figure out what I can do to make this work, trying to figure out what can I do to make my husband happy. I saw this app a couple years ago, and I had been married up until that point about 15 years. I saw a video on my FYP from a decentering men content creator who was stitching a video about a woman who was talking about her husband mistreating her. And she said, your husband doesn't like you. Now, I'm an older woman in my 50s, married for a long time. And when I heard that message, I was really taken aback. I was thinking there has to be something else going on. There's other reasons why he's treating her that way. The explanation cannot be he doesn't like his own wife. I
want you guys to really think about this for a second. Think about how crazy this is. She just admitted it was one video that started off with, your husband doesn't like you. And she thought, my husband doesn't like me.
Bro, how the fuck can you ask for accountability from a species that can let this happen?
Right, exactly.
How?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would you ever follow? Nigga, are you?
Yo, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. Where, dudes talking about women are the gatekeepers of what? Nah, fam. I'm sorry. We can't.
Like she was being hypnotized in real time and went out to ruin her marriage. She said, I'd still be trying to make my husband happy. But no, thank goodness for TikTok. Let's keep listening.
Way and said, what is this messaging? What are these videos about? But I thought about it because in my own life, I had many instances like that video where my husband had mistreated me or said things to me that were very, very hurtful. And the immediate feeling that I had when it happened was, this isn't the way you treat someone that you love. It's almost like you don't like me. I ever saw this content years before TikTok even existed. But seeing it from this content creator, this person doesn't know me, doesn't know anything about my life, but hearing the same message that was in my mind all those years prior, I couldn't turn away from it. I had to know more.
And you know what's funny is that see, I would love to know exactly what it was that was said and what she feels is the thing that is he was treating me bad and all this other stuff. Because a lot of times you got to understand is this, right? Is that generally women think that if I feel bad, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. They're fucking idiots, bro. They're fucking idiots. They're dumb.
It's like, what is that? It's like, well, if I feel bad, it's bad. Now, understand that this is that, that's how that's their reality because they're feeling it. But see, the issue is this, and this is why, guys, it's so important to vet women, because what happens is that you actually see, this is the ironic part. Women generally will want a long-term relationship, right? They want a husband, boyfriend, or whatever, right? They want that guy to be there for them and have a relationship. Do you guys realize you have to teach a woman how to be in a relationship with you? Like, you have to teach her how to be in a relationship with you. Why? Because what happens is that something like this will happen where she feels a certain type of way about something that's about nothing. And then she's going to feel like, oh, I'm being mistreated. So I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, right? You are working really hard, right? Because you got to work, make this money. You got to pay the bills. You got to pay the mortgage, whatever, the rent and everything. You got to do this and do that, right? So now she's going to be like, oh, I feel like you don't spend enough time with me, right? And that hurts me, right? But what happens is that I can't spend time with you because I have to fucking work. Now,
fucking idiot.
What happens is that if you have to teach the woman, me being at work is necessary, and the time I'm not with you while I'm at work does not mean I don't love you.
Imagine having to explain this to someone.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you have to teach women how to be in a relationship. Because if you don't teach them how to be in a relationship, they will ruin the relationship.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. See, this is why you can't just jump into a situation. This is why you can't just give a woman a situation where she gets to be girlfriend or wife. There has to be a process of vetting. You understand what I'm saying?
And vetting never stops, because trust me, no matter how many times you explain it, there's still going to be other situations where you're going to have to explain other simple shit.
Right, exactly. And this is why I tell you guys, go to shoplocario.com and get master the vetting process. I tell y'all. So, but let's continue this shit.
And so I started watching more of her content, other content creators that were talking about these same ideas, realized this is my life. This is happening to me. and I can't deny it anymore. So that content saved my life and changed the trajectory of my life.
The trajectory of her life. Mind you, this is the same chick, because I've covered this lady before, who definitely had the trajectory of her life changed when she was crying in her car about how she was going to pay bills or afford to support herself following her marriage.
And guess what? That content creator, she's married. A married woman who.
So the married woman is telling you to leave your man and your man don't love you.
That's your man don't like you.
Your man don't like it. Diabolical. You know what the funny part is? And this is what women don't understand, right? A lot of women don't understand that there are women out there who purposely try to sabotage other women.
Yeah.
You understand? So they'll give you fucked up advice and hope you take it to sabotage your situation.
Yeah.
Because remember, remember, women are in competition with other women. And so you being a woman being in a relationship, having a boyfriend, having a husband, being in a long-term relationship is a status symbol to women. So essentially, the message the woman is saying to the other woman is, I'm better than you. I'm more desirable than you because I have a man. So let me sabotage you so you won't have a man so that I will still be way more desirable than you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that shit works. But let's continue.
Who does decentering men content and is able to talk about these issues with compassion.
Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. A real business. Listen, you can literally get on TikTok, have a marriage, a healthy relationship. Instead of encouraging people to work through their marriage, you can make money from chicks like this who are easily influenced and encourage them to destroy their marriages and to leave while you remain in your satisfied marriage or relationship. Let's pause for a moment to thank the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com.
I'm going to let him rock with the sponsors as we use in this video, but go ahead.
Did you know that prenuptial agreements are becoming significantly more common?
No,
yes,
real shit.
especially
and it's his
among
too.
young
It's
generations
it's
like
not another one, it's
millennials
his.
and Gen Z.
Right.
In fact, one of the expert attorneys featured in our prenup guide says he drafts 3 to 4 prenups every single week, and some firms draft more than 10. The truth is, far more people have prenups than you may realize. Want to know how to get a prenup before it's too late? Click the link pinned to the top of the comment section and take the first step in securing your future marriage and join the hundreds of men protecting their marriages the right way.
Care, honesty, and empathy for my situation. A woman she didn't know. Message is too important. It's too meaningful.
And then you can have them thank you afterwards with a thank you video, and they can leave a review.
For people to get hooked up on, is she married or is she not married? How can she say this? How can she do that? I don't care. My life was truly changed, and I'm in a completely different place now. And it's because of her and all these other content creators who are doing this work, the work that is going to transform women's lives without judgment, without criticism, without looking down on them, with empathy, support, and care about women.
Boy, it will. Well, it's already ending in tears. We've seen her crying before, but it will get worse.
You know what's crazy about these things too is that, see, the problem is this, right? I always say that women have more game than dudes who have no game. But the problem is that women don't have game. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that shit like this shows that they don't have any game. Because what happens is that women live in a world of generally of delusion, of thinking that they have options that they really don't have, that they're gonna, because see, this is the thing. When a woman gets a man who actually wants to, have that relationship with her long term, right? That's a rare thing. You understand? Now, this is the thing though. most women don't get the guy they actually want. So I'm assuming that this woman, the husband she's talking about, was a guy who she didn't necessarily respect or want like that. That's why she's coming up with these cockamamie. Oh, well, I felt like he doesn't like me and was me. Because what women like to do is rationalize their poor choice because they don't want to actually be like, oh yeah, I chose him because I don't have no fucking game and I couldn't get the guy I really wanted. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonize him so that it makes sense for me to leave him and I don't have to take any responsibility for my choice.
Right.
That's all that is. That's all that is. And that's what you're going to see in this video. And a lot of these women, when they're talking about what they're talking about, it's crazy.
This is crazy. Let's read a few of these comments. I bet you're talking about Abby Echo. I love her content. Very eye-opening. So I guess this is the lady. Oh yeah, she's cashing in. I've definitely seen this woman. This lady here says stuff like,
so this is the lady that some of these women are looking at who's given this horrible advice. And this is why, guys, that you should never run behind women.
Yeah.
Because women have to be led by you. This is why it has to be on your terms.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? 90-something% of your problems you have with women is because you follow women.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. If you see, this is the thing. Most guys don't have the strength to be alone until they actually deal with women who are going to follow their lead.
Right. That's it.
It's really that simple.
That's it. The majority of you niggas compromise your entire masculine identity just to say you're with a bitch, knowing that the bitch don't like or respect your leadership.
Exactly.
Making you do things that are out of alignment with your masculine identity, and you notice it. You feel that fucking stupid feeling in the back of your head, and you continue on with the bullshit. You continue seeing the bitch. You continue fucking the bitch. You continue to let her tell you what the fuck to do just so you can be with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like y'all niggas hate yourselves so much you're afraid to be alone. That's what it is.
That's a fact. That's real talk. But let's see what this chick talking about.
I don't cook for my man. I don't do anything for him. You know, like her content's like, my man doesn't, you know, she just talks shit about her man consistently, right? Very profitable, and definitely making a whole lot of money while other people's homes are being broken and they're leaving their husbands. She's staying in her marriage for sure. No man who embraces her masculinity would be comfortable being in any type of dynamic which she promotes. Let me see. I wish I could find a video.
Unless your husband is actively deconstructing his patriarchal conditioning, he isn't going to suddenly be open to a massive shift in how your marriage runs.
Bro, guys, I need y'all to listen to this. If you continue to even have a conversation with a female that uses this type of verbiage, you are now the loser. I need y'all to understand this.
Basically.
Patriarchy, partner, shifting your relationship.
Yo, I tell you, these chicks be dealing with these weak ass dudes. This is terrible.
You hear that? Unless if your husband is actively disconstructing his patriarchal worldview, standards, right? This idea that men are the head. Instead, in her situation, she runs her household. This woman here tells...
Going to be open to him taking on more than he has before simply because you asked. In a different way, I might add. There is no amount of conversations or methods or ways that your husband is going to understand the unequal division of labor that is causing such unhappiness and resentment within your marriage. He has to first work on understanding how the patriarchy has benefited him at every turn, and that includes your lopsided marriage where you've been carrying more and he didn't even realize it until you brought it up.
Boy.
You know, it's funny because, you know, this is like the what is it? What did I say? This is kind of like the I'm not saying the drawback, but this is kind of the thing you have to look out for when someone is comfortable, right? Because this is the problem. Because she's talking about the patriarchy, but the reason why she's comfortable is because of the patriarchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh, these men but you're comfortable to say what you say because of these men that created structures and things for you to live in to be comfortable to say these men. You understand what I'm saying? And so the problem is that a lot of these guys, when they end up dealing with these women, is because these women, they're choosing the guys that are weak, and these weak motherfuckers, right? Like you were saying earlier, they would rather be with this woman than be by themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So they're going to put up with this nonsense. This is crazy. She's like, oh, well, you're doing way more. You're this imbalance in your relationship. You're just doing way more. This guy who goes out, works, pays the bills, he's not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? This is such an imbalance. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Now, this is the thing. There's supposed to be an imbalance because we're not equal.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is that women have this idea generally that they're doing more because they're dealing with a man they don't respect. They're dealing with a man they don't like. Do you understand that? So this is why I say when women feel a certain type of way, they don't understand why they're feeling the way they're feeling. See, she feels like I'm feeling this way because I'm doing more work. No, you're feeling this way because you don't like your man. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. That's why anytime like you said, where the guy was like, women have complaints for the guys they don't like.
Facts.
Because what happens is instead of the woman saying, I don't like you, she complains about you. Because for her to say, I don't like you, exposes her.
Right.
Because if you don't like him, then why the fuck would you be here? You see what I'm saying?
And she loses access to all the other benefits that she's getting from the nigga.
Right.
Because this is why I keep trying to tell you guys to understand the value of your masculine identity and your masculine presence in general. Mm-hmm. A woman cannot like you and still benefit greatly just from you being there.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
This is the example right here.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Because if you go further into the video, there's another girl that's going to talk about leaving a good guy.
Right, exactly.
And she literally lists all the beautiful and great things that this man did in her life. But then she was like, oh, well, if he's not emotionally available, then.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They
fucking idiots, bro. Fucking idiots. That's all.
Bullshit.
Oh, boy.
And even then, making lasting, meaningful change isn't going to come from you sitting down and having yet another conversation about how you like him to take on more because you're drowning in tasks and the invisible labor. It's going to come from him deconstructing.
The invisible labor?
Fucking idiots, bro. I'm telling you.
This is why you shouldn't argue with women. This is why you shouldn't run behind women. Because women come up with invisible things to talk about. Like, what are we talking about here? The invisible labor.
I keep telling y'all, as men, we are too fucking good at our jobs. The reason why these women feel the need to complain about invisible shit is because we've made reality that good.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Collectively, as a fucking species, men have made reality that fucking great that they can sit there and talk about invisible shit. And we're supposed to ask them to be accountable?
Right. And have them gatekeep things? Really? Okay.
Nigga.
Shit is stupid.
Invisible labor because it doesn't exist.
Patriarchy's place, not just in your marriage, but in every aspect of his life. We have to stop telling women that simply having these conversations with their husbands is all they need to do in order for the marriages to be happier, healthier, and thriving. Or that
Here's another one of her videos with the caption, telling women to just get divorced is a privileged take and not helpful.
just get divorced is the most privileged advice ever, and I used to give it myself. Then I actually talked to women trapped in bad marriages. I talked to lawyers. I learned how the system actually works. The narrative that courts favor mothers is dead. Courts push for equal custody now. That sounds fair until you realize what that actually means. It means your kids will spend half their time with someone who barely parented when you were married.
You see, and this is the funny part. This is why you guys got to stop running behind women, because notice what she said. She said the courts favor someone who barely parented while y'all was married. So essentially, she's saying, well, when we was married, you were barely a parent to your kid, right? And so what she's doing is what a lot of men do to themselves: disregard the man.
Yeah.
So if you were married, and let's say you was a stay-at-home mom, so you're trying to tell me the man who was going out to work and paying the bills, he was not parent, he wasn't doing anything for these kids?
Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
like the clothes on their back and the food in their stomach was nothing. Okay. The roof over their head was nothing. You see what I'm saying? And like you said, Miles, this is how good they have it, because they forget those things costs. They think it's just there. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is
they want what they want, and they don't give a fuck what the work that goes into it look like. Don't give two shits. And men do that work. We take care of it. We do all of the shit that makes it happen. So they can walk into the room and just flick the switch on.
Right.
And one by magic is fucking light. They go to the bathroom, they turn on the fucking faucet, boom, it's fucking free, clean running water. Like magic, like clockwork. And then they fucking sit there and talk about, well, I'm drowning in invisible tasks.
Right.
Nigga, if you follow behind these fucking women, and that is your doom. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
So again, this woman does not want fathers to get equal custody, legal custody, physical custody. You can see what's happening here. This is the same group of chicks who, when Kentucky made the 50-50 custody mandatory law, if there's no family violence, were complaining and saying this is going to keep women from being able to leave marriages. And this is where states are going to head, right?
Probably won't feed them properly, might neglect their emotional needs. And the worst part, if you speak up against abuse or your fears, the court might call it parental alienation, and it ends up working against you.
This is the worst. This is not true. Single fathers statistically do a better job at raising kids than a single mom dynamic. So this idea that he's going to neglect their emotional needs and they're just going to end up terrible is just not true. These are all lies. Mind you, she's married and her comments are full of people clicking self-destruct on their marriages. Incredible.
The thing I want to know is, I want to speak to her husband. Like, how the fuck are you with, like, that's crazy.
Nigga, how do you put up with this?
Like, what kind of weak nigga? This is crazy.
And there's the money. Women make less than men, period. Many left careers to raise their kids. Try re-entering the workforce with a years-long resume gap. The motherhood tax on your earning potential. Needing flexible hours because you're still probably the default parent. Needing enough to cover housing, healthcare, childcare, food. So what about these women? The ones who literally cannot financially survive alone. We just say tough luck? We offer no resources for surviving their current reality? No. That's why I've created resources for women who can't leave yet. Ways to set boundaries around your mental health. Lower expectations of a husband who will never meet them anyways. Find small freedoms within your constraints. Protect yourself from manipulation. Regain emotional control. This isn't about accepting disrespect or lowering your worth. It's about choosing your peace first while navigating impossible choices.
You know what's funny with what she's saying? She's like, oh, but you know, the woman, if they get divorced, she got to find another job and she got to do all this stuff for herself and blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing is, you wouldn't have to did that if you would have just been a wife.
That's it.
Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like you're saying all these things, but all those things is as a result of you not doing the thing you should have did when you were in the relationship.
Exactly. Look, when I say they're fucking idiots, like, I'm so serious. Like it's not even an insult more. And as far as it's not an insult as much as I'm speaking facts. Like they're not thinking like clearly.
Right.
You understand? Like, there's something missing from their thought pattern, that they're missing logic. They're missing the reality of factual shit. You understand? Because their feelings override all of that for some stupid fucking reason. And it's like, this is why we got to lead as men. And this is why you can't let yourself, you can't fall into the back and forth. You can't do it.
Right. Exactly.
Like, yo, it's to the point where you sitting there conversing with your woman, and she say or do some dumb shit, you can't even get mad.
Right.
Because as soon as you get mad, you done made a mistake because you didn't even realize that the reason why you got mad is because she was just being dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So if you let a dumb person get you intellectually upset,
right,
that's you following the lead of a dumb person
mm-hmm.
in that moment. And so,
right.
truthfully, who's really the dumb person now? It's really you, because you already know that they like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You already know that they like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you let yourself get like angry or frustrated, and then you start defending your point to a person that doesn't,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes a futile fucking endeavor, and the only person losing is you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, whether we're including outsiders looking in, or just between you and the person, nigga, you already knew they was like that.
Right. Exactly.
So you allowing yourself to even get mad was your first mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's like you having a conversation with a 6-year-old, like and then they say some shit, and then you start taking it seriously and getting angry. Like like you ask a 6-year-old, so what do you, so which way would you vote, Democratic or Republican? And then the 6-year-old says, well, I'm gonna vote independent. And then you start yelling at the 6-year-old like, what the fuck do you mean? That's a waste of your vote, you idiot. Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. It doesn't make any sense to argue with a 6-year-old because they're 6.
And what is Luis saying? Is this a woman or a man? I don't know if that's a woman. He said, you're joking. Men don't financially support their wives, even if they are raising children. In fact, you guys would be asking her to support you and buy you gifts. What are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. What are you talking about?
Even if it is a dude, he's speaking with feminine intellect.
Right. Because if a man is married, right, and he's working and he has a housewife, he is financially supporting the wife and the kids just by default. The fuck are you talking about?
And it's such a fucking conundrum. It's a heavy responsibility, man. Let me tell you, because again, like I said, it's because as men, so many of us are so good at our job that it gives them the luxury to be dumb.
It's the illusion that, because this is the thing, you got to understand, right? It's like like how like you don't really, like, nobody today thought about oxygen. Do you understand what I'm saying? I guarantee you nobody was thinking about oxygen today, but you've been breathing all day.
All day.
All day. You didn't wake up and be like, God damn, you know what? I feel so grateful for this oxygen that I get to breathe. You ain't thinking about it. Why? Because you just are used to the oxygen being there. Exactly. So now, because you're used to the oxygen being there, you complaining about your broken coffee machine at work or some shit, right? So the reason why you have the luxury to even complain about the coffee pot ain't working and shit is because you can fucking breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's like these motherfuckers, I swear, it's like they don't understand how good they have it. And that's why they complain. Oh, well, you're not doing anything. You're not doing enough. Enough? The fuck you mean enough? Like, listen, check this out. Women don't know how lucky they are. You know why? Because all a woman has to do is know how to choose correctly. That's all she got to do.
That's all she got to do.
A man has to constantly be on and take care of all the shit and make sure everything is on. All she got to do is choose correctly and follow. That's it. That's her job. It's that easy. You understand?
And they still be fucking that up.
Right.
with shit like this.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? It's so easy. It's like, this is crazy. Oh man, let's continue.
No, real quick. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this quick story. I watched another one of these videos, right? I think it was Chicho or somebody else, one of these niggas. but it was a video of a guy who's a stay-at-home dad.
Right.
And he was explaining, no, he's a stay-at-home dad and he works at home. He works from home. And he was explaining, he did a video explaining how raising kids, he said he feels like he's on a vacation. He was like, I don't know what you women be complaining about. Like the laundry machine washes the clothes, the dishwasher washes the dishes, and then
Oh, your mic, you went on mute.
Yeah, they trying to silence me, man.
Okay. Now your mic is sounding better.
Yeah, there you go. So he was just saying how easy it was in his opinion. So do you know that these bitches got on TikTok and found out his sponsors and wrote letters to his sponsors and got his channel got the sponsors to pull their sponsorship from his channel?
That's crazy. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. You got to understand. You got to understand is that a woman, right? A woman needs like this is very important. A woman needs to complain. You understand? This is why when things are you ever like be in your situation, things are cool, and then it seems like your chick has to say something or bring something up or talk about something just to cause some. There got to be some friction. There got to be something. You can't just chill and it got to be something.
Gotta be something.
I can't help it.
Like they go out of their way to find it, nigga.
Right, exactly. It got to be something. So this is what you got to understand is that, this is why as a man, you have to teach the woman how to be with you. You got to vet. You got to make sure that everything is on point before you
bitches well.
And then even then they're still going to try to find something. See, your job as a man is to make it hard for them to complain. So when they do complain, you can tell that they're full of shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you know. You be like, girl, stop. You being full of shit right now. Everything is perfect. Fuck you.
Get over yourself, stupid. Get over yourself, you fucking idiot. Exactly.
Stop. It's like, come on, man. Because check this out. If she's complaining about how she feels about something, that means everything's good. Because check this out. If shit wasn't really good, then you'd be complaining about what is. So if you're complaining about how you feel about something, that means everything is all good because you're just complaining about how you feel about things. You're not complaining about how things actually are objectively. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if we're in a house and the house is on fire and you're like, oh my God, we got to get out the house. Oh my God, all my shit burned down. Oh my God, I'm so mad that the house burned. That makes sense. You know why? Because the house is fucking on fire. So your complaints are valid. Your complaints are totally valid. But if we're just chilling and you're complaining about how you feel and nothing is actually going on, then that means everything is all good. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy. I'm like, man, shit is ridiculous. Listen, did you?
So before you casually tell a woman to just leave, check your privilege.
Incredible. There's a business here. And it's very lucrative. I probably think that she has encouraged many, many, many women to divorce and leave their husbands. Incredible. As always, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.
My ex-fiance was not a bad man. He was actually an extremely, extremely good man. And I will maintain that until the end of my days.
Okay, so now, if your ex wasn't a bad man and he was an extremely good man, and it's hard for women to find a good man because all these guys just want to fuck y'all and toss it to the side, right? So then what is the reason why, like, what's the reason why this didn't work out? Why you're not together? You see what I'm saying?
He was a good man. But even good men are conditioned into entitlement. And all women are conditioned into servanthood. My partner did.
Oh, I just threw up. Partner. That's why. And see, that's another reason why chicks be feeling the type of way, because that whole partner shit, they think you're equal. And then in their mind, you're not doing enough. You're not being as equal to me, because as a woman, I'm doing everything and you're doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is crazy.
All the things he's supposed to do. He worked a hard job and he provided the financial means for our house. He was our main breadwinner. He fixed things in the house. He showed up.
Imagine you have somebody that's making the money, right? He's being there, he's good and all this other stuff. All you got to do is wash some dishes, go do some laundry, and here and there make some food or something like that. What's the problem? What's the fucking problem? See, this is what people don't understand, right? Is that, you know, most men don't like to work. Which means that all women don't like to work. You understand? Like if most men don't like to work, that means all women definitely don't like to work. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. They women, see, smart women know to choose correctly and follow the lead. Like if smart women understand this, when she's a dumbass, she's gonna do shit like this lady and fuck up a good situation. You understand what I'm saying? Charles Gay Zach said the moment she says partner, everything she says after is completely meaningless. Exactly. It is crazy.
Bro, that's about to be my new shit. When I see a chick I'm trying to holler at, that's gonna be my first question. Not you, y'all niggas be talking about do you have a boyfriend?
Right.
Or are you single? I'm like, nigga, do you use the word partner?
Right, exactly.
Hey, what's up, young lady? How you doing? Is the word partner a part of your vocabulary? Well,
Right.
yes, I like to say the word partner. All right, peace out, young lady.
Exactly. Good night. Have a nice day.
Have a nice
day.
Yo.
He played occasional dates. Like, he did all the things he was supposed to do. But there was something missing in the day-to-day that I really did not give credit to how important was. And that really was just like the emotional capacities that we had.
All right, so now this is, I want y'all to pay attention to this. This is where the bullshit happens. And this is what we're talking about. When women are comfortable and nothing is actually wrong, they start going into this, well, we were not emotionally connecting, but this is the kicker. The reason why she can say that is because she's comfortable enough to sit there and even have that thought or those feelings to worry about that type of shit. But two, there is no way to connect emotionally because it's subjective. So a woman could always say, well, I just felt like he wasn't doing enough. Well, what's enough? What should he do? Well, he should just know. Well, what is it? Well, I just feel like he needs to listen more. Okay, what should he listen to? I don't know. I just feel, right? And understand that the reason why she would be even saying this is because she does not really like that guy. Remember, when a woman is complaining about the guy or he's not doing enough or this is the thing or whatever, she's not really feeling that guy. She settled for him. This was a guy who probably wore her down. This was not her first choice.
Right.
That's what we keep trying to explain to you guys. This is your future if you run behind women. You understand? This is why the red pill says all that bullshit about, hypergamy and monkey branching and all that other stuff. No, that happens because you guys are dealing with women you're running behind. You're dealing with women who don't like you. That's what happens.
Facts.
Your chick's going to sound like this.
I saw someone comment on one of my recent videos of like feeling exhausted because she was having to beg for that emotionality in her relationship. And
check this out. You know why they're begging for it? And this is why I said, well, women, they are trying to find ways to rationalize the reality. The reality is I don't really like him. So I'm trying to get him to be more emotional and there and attentive so that maybe this will make me like him. So essentially what's happening is this. I don't like him. I don't really like him like that. And what I'm going to do is gaslight myself into thinking the reason why we're having issues is because he's not being emotional with me, but it's really because I don't like him like that. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of guys don't understand this. So they, just like the other day, I had a dude called in when I was doing a TikTok live, and he said that his girl, he was a 21-year-old dude. I think his girl was like the same age, 21 or 22 or 20 or whatever. But basically his girl is at college. And he said that his girl texted him talking about, hey, you know, I feel like you don't say good morning to me enough. I feel like you don't like pay attention to me enough. And I told the dude, I said, listen, because he was like, yeah, I texted her good morning more. And I said, no. It's not about you texting her good morning. That's not the problem. The problem is that there's other guys at the college that she's interested in.
Trying to find a reason.
She's trying to find a reason to rationalize fucking with the other guys. And she's coming to you to say, hey, could you like show me a reason why I shouldn't fuck with those other guys? Could you me more and make me feel more emotionally connected to you? So what happens is she doesn't know how to explain that she just has lust for other men. And she thinks the reason why she has lust for other men is because her and her boyfriend are not connecting emotionally. So that's why she's texting him talking about, could you send me a good morning text more? Can we get more? No, it's just that you lust the other guys and you don't like your boyfriend like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's the part that so what I'm saying is, guys, do not get caught up in what women are saying. This is why I say it's black and white. Either she's with it or she's not.
That's it.
If she's not with it, she's going to come up with all of these reasons, excuses, and, oh, you should have done this more. No, she's just not with it. She don't like you like that. When she's with you, none of this stuff is going to be an issue.
Right.
Crazy. But let's continue.
It brought me back to so many conversations where I was sitting across from my partner, like begging him to just be emotional and open with me in a way that he could not access. And it constantly made me feel like I was too much. And he was never saying that. He was never like, you were too much. But it always made me feel like I was too much. And what we've come to the realization in our separation is that my emotional capacity, because of my life experiences, is incredibly large.
You see how you see how women try to make it seem like, oh, I'm just so more emotionally tuned in and he's just not. No, if you were emotionally tuned in, you would realize you don't like him and be honest with yourself. You see what I'm saying? And see, a lot of you guys get caught up in this. Why? Because when you meet women, what do they say? I got to get to know you more. Let's wait. So you're already conditioned to believe that a woman needs this longer connection of, we got to, like work it out and we got to take time and we got to feel the things, right? But from the beginning, she was showing you she wasn't really interested like that. You understand what I'm saying? Kazak said this is the epitome of the more you give them, the more they want, and the more you acquiesce, the more they make it about them. Exactly. Exactly.
Yo, let me tell you, the vagina is a fucking is a metaphor for a black hole.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. This is, guys, do you understand why we tell y'all that y'all have to lead? Or is it becoming more clear now that you're not supposed to listen to what women are saying and following women and running behind women? Like, this is crazy.
And his is just not. And that's okay. That's not an inherently bad thing on either of our parts. But what I do think it says is that, like, we can't be mismatched in that. And I think that I did not take into account how important it is to feel that deep emotional intimacy with your partner.
No, she didn't take the time to fucking be able to learn how to attract a man that she actually wants, so she wouldn't be talking this bullshit. Do you understand? This is what I'm saying. So what women generally essentially do is they choose guys that they're not that into and then blame the guy for her not feeling him.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying? That's like me talking to a woman that I'm not really sexually attracted to like that, and I want her as a fuck buddy. And I say, I feel like, it's just not working out because you don't come over at, midnight. You usually come over at 8:00. And I think that's too early for a fuck buddy situation. That's probably why I can't get it up and I can't feel. No, it's because I'm not interested like that. But I'm trying to make it seem like it's her fault of why this is the thing, but I'm not taking accountability to say I chose this motherfucker that I'm not into, and I'm trying to make it seem like it's her fault that I can't make shit happen. No, this is what women will do. This is why I say it's important to make sure a woman is highly interested in you. That's your job as a man.
Yep.
Because if you are interacting with women who are not highly interested in you, this is what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a woman who's going to basically say, hey, you know what? The reason why I'm being difficult is because I feel like you're not doing the work to meet me emotionally. But what it really is she's really saying, I'm not attracted to you, and I'm using this emotional bullshit as a way to gaslight you into thinking that this situation is on you. This is on you. This is why this isn't working out, instead of it's on me because I chose you knowing that I never liked you in the first place.
Right.
But see, it's still the man's fault for not realizing, because even this type of conversation or interaction should be an immediate dismissal. Oh, so you feel like we're not emotionally connected? Cool. Well, goodbye. Take care.
We're good.
No, we don't need to go to therapy. We don't need to work this out. Like, you're telling me based on you having these complaints that it's not working out. Because if she was to go to a shoe store and she's a size 7, she's not going to work it out with a size 6. You see what I'm saying? She's just going to go get a size 7, right? So what the fuck are we working out? KZX said this is reminiscent of Aisha Curry. They're getting into a relationship with men they're not sexually attracted to. Exactly. It all boils down to this. This is guys, this is your future if you run behind women.
And that it isn't enough for your partner to just be a good guy. It's not enough for him to just be the breadwinner. It's not enough for him to be the person that shows up for the dates that you plan. It's not enough for him to plan an occasional date. It's not enough for him to remember special events. It's not enough for him to show up when you ask him to. It's not enough for him to show up when you ask him to.
Look at all the, okay, so if that's not enough, you ain't feeling him, and why would he be there? Guys, this is why I keep trying to tell y'all, resistance equals disinterest. Resistance turns out to this type of stuff. This is why so many men are in marriages and they're miserable. Why? Because they chose a woman who's not really into them. And then they have these type of conversations with their woman, and they're trying to be what the woman is saying. Oh, well, I'm not being emotional. Okay, let me try to be more emotional with you. Let me try to show up for you more. Let me try to be the man that you want me to be. And then she's like, you know what? But it's not enough. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just not enough. And then she's like, you know what? I'm leaving because it's not, it's not enough. And the guy's sitting there like, but I did everything she said. I don't understand. Like, what happened? You see what I'm saying? And this happened because at the beginning, you were running behind women.
Facts.
That's what we're trying to tell y'all. Stop running behind women. When you deal with women, it's your way or the highway at all times. That's what we keep trying to tell y'all. Like, I don't understand why, like, it's not sometimes. It's not once in a while, all the fucking time.
All the time.
And then when she's showing that she doesn't want to follow, goodbye, take care, have a nice life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. This is crazy.
There needs to be this reciprocal relationship with intentionality, with emotionality.
And you see, she's just saying things. Oh, and what the fuck? See, you know why she's just saying this? Because like the girl in the other video said, this invisible stuff, right? See, what she's saying actually isn't incorrect, but check this out. That only works with the nigga she's feeling, because all those things she's talking about are intangible.
Right.
You can't work on shit that's intangible, because the intangible shit naturally occurs based on compatibility.
Facts.
So basically, if a chick is telling you this, you're in a relationship with a woman you're not compatible with.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's your fault for allowing this woman in your life.
Right.
You didn't realize y'all were not compatible. And this is why I tell you guys, Go get the master the vetting process. Go to shoplocario.com. Shoplocario.com. Master the vetting process. That's what we keep trying to tell y'all, man. I'm telling you, listen, man, you guys got to let these chicks go and it's not right.
With future planning, with drive and ambition, and who pushes things forward and who creates the momentum, even for things like chores and errands. I think so many great women settle for men who are good men.
You see what she just said? You see how she slipped out? They settle. Settle. That's the key word. You see what I'm saying? Like they're listen, they tell on themselves. You guys just got to pay attention. I'm telling you. You got to pay attention to this shit.
Who could provide happy, stable lives, but they miss out on the opportunity to understand themselves and what they need deeper because they think that that's enough.
See, and basically, AKA, we're settling for guys we're not sexually attracted to. And instead of finding guys I'm sexually attracted to and fuck with them and be attractive to them, I'm going to gaslight the guy I'm not sexually attracted to into saying, you're not doing enough.
Right.
But it will never be enough because I'm not sexually attracted to you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, guys, listen, do not let this shit fool you.
Right.
I'm telling you, you will be running behind a woman trying to be everything she's saying. I'm going to start being more intentional. I'm going to start being more emotional. I'm going to start paying attention more no, she's not feeling you, my nigga. This is crazy.
It's not enough if you feel like you're begging your partner to be emotional with you. It is not enough if you feel like you have to repeat yourself 5 million times.
Can we just, because I'm a believer in gratitude. Can we just take some time for a second and just realize how ungrateful these bitches are as well?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, not only are they delusional and very much idiotic, but they're also very fucking ungrateful. Again, this is what I mean when I say certain men, like certain on point dudes, especially dudes with a masculine identity, they are so good at their fucking jobs,
right,
that these women look for shit to complain about, all because they're ungrateful.
Right. That's a fact.
It's fucking terrible, man.
You're crazy.
For your partner to do the chore that no one asks you to do. It's not enough for them to provide financially, but not show up for you emotionally. Like there's so many things in a relationship that go beyond like who is good. You can be a great person and still not have the tools to be a good partner.
You see, she ain't got no game. You know why? Because a bitch with game is going to keep and honor and respect the leadership of that man and then find a nigga to tell her fucking problems to on the side.
Right, exactly.
That's what a bitch with game gonna do. She gonna find some simp nigga that she could get on the phone with or text all the time and tell her fucking problems to.
Right, get some friend zone ass nigga.
Get some friend zone ass nigga to fucking listen to your stupid fucking problems while I'm taking care of everything else. Stupid, ungrateful bitch. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, stupid, ungrateful bitch with no fucking game. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop.
And that's okay to admit because we all have capacities for growth. That doesn't mean that you can't be a good partner. Just either we're mismatched or we don't have the tools to be good partners to one another.
See, she said we're mismatched.
Nah.
You see, the truth be coming out, but they just see again, a woman will never say, you know what? I realized I had a good man, but I wasn't really into him. So this is why we're here. Because by saying that makes her look ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? That's why. So the turnaround is, oh yeah, well, there's just that emotional thing missing. And I feel like you are lacking, man. You're lacking because you're supposed to meet me emotionally. And my emotions are so here and I'm so advanced with my emotions. and you're down here, and you have to meet me up here, and that's why this isn't working out. So then what happens is that when this woman divorces her man, oh, well, why didn't it work out? Well, actually, it didn't work out because I was perfect, and he just didn't meet me emotionally. I'm saying this is some bullshit. Some bullshit.
But I think so often women are afraid to leave good men because we're like, there's not that many out there. And that's true. If you're only attracted to men, I'm sorry, there ain't that many good ones out there. But why would you settle for a good one when you're great?
You see what I'm saying? You see the delusion?
That's that bitch.
Bless her fucking heart. Look at her face too. Ew.
Yo, if you were so great, how come you can't attract the man you're sexually attracted to?
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? If you're so great, this guy who you claim isn't emotionally connecting with you, why isn't he able to quote unquote emotionally connect to you? Oh, it's because, it's just because my emotions are so advanced and he just doesn't know. So that's why. Really? But you're great though. So if you're great, but your partner is not, then what does that make you?
Right.
I don't think you're great because how you great, but he not. That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
If they're not adding to it, they're taking away from it.
She looks like she don't even believe what the fuck she's saying. She don't even, oh my God. Yo, women are so fucking clever. It's insane because check this out. Everything she's saying is connected to the lie that women collectively tell you males. Oh, I need to be emotionally connected to have sex. I just can't have sex like that. I need, to be emotionally connected, and I need to feel this and that and blah, blah, blah. So now when they're in the situation in the relationship and they're tired of your ass because they never liked you, then they can use the same tactic. He's like, hey, honey, we haven't had sex in like a month and a half. Well, Bob, I just don't feel emotionally connected. So I feel like you need to be more emotional with me so then I can feel like I'm in this space. Like, what? This shit is crazy, bro. This shit is fucking crazy. But let's continue.
So all this being said, if you are with a good man and you feel like you're begging to be seen and heard in your relationship, you can still leave a good man even if he hasn't done anything bad to you.
Oh my.
These chicks is wild. Oh, look at her face. Like she just, oh my God.
I don't know who needs to hear that today, but that one's for you.
Just because someone is a good person does not mean that they are a good partner.
Oh, partner. These fucking. I can't.
You know why women need to say the word partner is so they can try to do their best to mentally do the gymnastics to make themselves feel equal to the importance of a man. You get what I'm saying? Like they need to they have a need to say that shit so they could try to feel equal to men, knowing deep down that they're not and they'll never be. You understand? Exactly. And again, guys, I know this episode been kind of crazy, and I've been calling bitches all type of fucking idiots and whatnot. Please don't think we're over here hating on women or trying to be like them other niggas on the other side of the street. But at the same time, we're pointing this out to remind you why you can't follow women.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because again, the women are the way they are. You following them makes you the loser.
Right.
Please understand that we love women over here.
Mm-hmm.
We have to remind you guys that this is exactly why you can't follow them, because there's a difference between. Look, I love my little Asperger's and autistic cousin. Feel me? I don't have one of those. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I love my little autistic buddy. I love him to death. But will I ever let him drive my car? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Will I ever let him make, life-altering decisions for me? Hell no. But I love him. You understand? And I take him to places to to give him sensory overload and you know, make sure his mind is, you understand what I'm saying? We love these people, but at the same time, you got to know we can't follow behind them. We got to lead them.
Mm-hmm.
And these are just many examples of why, bro. Like
this is crazy. This is fucking.
And just because someone is a good person doesn't mean that they are good for you. A good man by societal standards is one that doesn't hit you, doesn't cheat on you, isn't verbally abusive. But to be honest, those things are the bare minimum to be in a relationship. And there could be so many other ways in which they are not able or not willing to show up for you as a partner.
She's saying the same thing the other girl's saying, but what they won't say is a guy I'm sexually attracted to. Yeah. And what they're also not going to say is the guy I'm sexually attracted to fucks me, but doesn't want to be with me.
Right.
Yeah. That's the part that they're never going to say is that I don't know how to keep the guy that I'm sexually attracted to with me. That's it. All of this, like, well, he could be a good guy, but he's not showing up for you the way you want. Yeah, of course he's not showing up the way you want because you're not sexually attracted to him. Guys, I keep trying to tell y'all, sexual attraction is the strongest form of attraction. So what happens is that these women will be sexually attracted to a guy that a lot of other women are sexually attracted to. Mm-hmm. And so that guy has a lot of options. So the question is, why would he stay with her when he has a lot of options? You see what I'm saying? And then the only reason he would stay with her when he has a lot of options is that she has to be remarkable. Chicks like this can't be remarkable because they don't have no game, because they're not honest with themselves to say, hey, you know what? The reason why I chose this other guy is because I don't have what it takes to keep the guy I really want. They're not going to say that shit. They're going to say, oh, well, you know, he's a good guy, but, you know, something's missing. It's just something's missing. Yeah, something is missing because you chose the nigga that you really don't want and you can't get the nigga you really want. That's it. Like, this is crazy, man. This is ridiculous.
They might not be emotionally available. They might not be attuned to your wants or your needs. They might not be able to meet your wants and your needs. They might.
Exactly. They're not able to meet your sexual wants and needs because you are not sexually attracted to them like that.
Exactly. Your sexual wants and needs, you little slut. You know you're a little slut, but you don't want to say that.
This shit is so crazy, man. Oh my God, this is so funny.
Not be willing or able to contribute to the mental or emotional labor of running a household. Maybe the two of you just grew apart. There are many, many reasons why you might leave a quote unquote good man, but you don't need to feel guilty about it. And you don't need to listen to the people who say nasty things about women who leave quote unquote good men.
See, and this is the issue why women have a hard time finding a man or keeping a man, is because what happens is that women see, a lot of times people like to think that men and women are going through different things in a dating game. Like they'll say, oh, women have it easier in the game. And some women will say men have it easier, right? Men and women who don't have game have it the same. So meaning that a man who doesn't have game, he wants to hook up with beautiful women, but he can't because he doesn't know how to attract beautiful women that want to hook up with him. Women who don't have game want a sexually attractive man to be their boyfriend or husband, but they can't attract a sexually attractive man to be their boyfriend or husband, right? So both parties want things that they don't have the capacity to attract.
Oh.
And then they want to come up with these things like the women are like, oh, these guys just aren't emotionally available and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. It's like, no, you just chose a nigga you wasn't really that attracted to. And now you're trying to rationalize it by making it seem as if there's something wrong in the situation of him not actually being emotionally there. And then guys will say, oh, these women just want Chad and Tyrone and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you're just saying that because you can't fucking attract the women you want.
Oh, shit. It's the same lie being told on both sides.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just a bunch of fucking losers. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody wants to actually tell the truth.
Right.
See, when you tell the truth, that's when your game gets tighter. Because once you tell the truth, you say, oh shit, that's the reason.
And then you got to deal with it.
Yes, bro, let me tell you something. I told y'all that nobody in the game is special. Not myself, not Miles, not nobody. So meaning that there were times where I remember I was sitting down one time, I said, damn, you know, it's been a while since I was fucking with a new chick. And I said to myself, oh, the reason why is because I wasn't really going out to places. I wasn't really on the apps like I needed to be on the apps. I wasn't putting in the work that it takes for me to meet those new women that I'm not meeting.
It's true.
See what I'm saying? So when you get to the truth of it, you say, oh shit, I'm the problem. Like, it's not them. It's not anybody outside. It's me.
It's me. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the problem is that this whole thing of trying to shift the blame, and unfortunately what happens is that women, they know they're settling. They know that they're bullshitting, right? But what they do is that instead of looking at themselves and fucking taking accountability for themselves as women, as their own individual, they're going to basically say, oh, well, I just feel like the guy, he's a good guy, but it's just not, you know, he's not putting in the work. He's not showing up for me. He can never show up for you because he is him. You just don't like who showed up. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga been showing up for you. You don't like who showed up.
Yeah. And I'll say as well, because talking about the Chads and the this and the that, they can't get the Chads, right?
Right.
And not only that they can't get the Chads, is that they can't control the Chads.
Exactly.
Because they could get the Chad to fuck them once or twice, but they can't get the Chad to be monogamous. They can't get the Chad to be a partner.
Right.
They can't, you know what I'm saying? They can't, and it don't even have to be the Chad. It could just be it could be a dude with game, a dude with his masculine identity, a dude that knows exactly what he wants. A lot of women, the reason why they even talk a lot of this stuff is again, in addition to what you said, but it's also the fact that they can't control a nigga. They can't tell a nigga what to do.
Exactly.
And the thing is that, if they would focus on, like you said, choosing correctly and just following, that a lot of them would be better off. But a lot of them is trying to focus on like the girl in the beginning. She was like, oh, well, we need to, deconstruct his patriarchal entitlement and all this other shit. Like, no, bitch. No, it doesn't work that way.
And that's the thing that a lot of women don't understand is like, see, what women are running away from is exactly what they need. They're like, I don't want to have to deal with the guy who I got to follow and I can't change, but that's exactly what she needs. Yep. Right. But then she settles for the guy who will follow her and who will change for him. This is the thing. The fact that a woman would even sit her man down and have a conversation with him talking about, I feel like you're not showing up for me. And I feel like this and I feel like that. There should not even be a conversation happening. Right. You understand what I'm saying? See, the only conversation that should be happening or could be happening is just based on how she feels about what is, but not trying to change you to make her feel better. That's disrespect.
That's disrespect. Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just like you would never go, a motherfucker working at Target or Walmart or some shit would never go there and say, hey boss, I think you should change the schedule on the weekends because, I feel like you're not making this easy for me because I don't like to wake up early on Saturday. So I feel like you should change this for me so that I can feel better. You would be like, no. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is fucking crazy. K-Zach said another reality that some women don't want to adhere to is the guy they really want. You have to share that. Man, that's a fact, bruh. That's another thing right there. That's another thing right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, the crazy part is and what happens is women get deluded because they read stuff like 50 Shades of Grey or Twilight, or watch Twilight and shit like that. And all those movies there's a reason why the main character of those movies, the woman, is always average. Because what it does is that it makes the average woman have the fantasy that this top-notch guy will disregard everything for her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not reality.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid.
No idea what it's like inside your relationship, and they have no idea what kind of a partner that person was for you. It is okay to leave a good man because he might not have been good for you. And when you do this, when you get divorced, both people get the opportunity to find somebody who is a better fit for them, and both people get the opportunity to grow and become the person that they are meant to be.
You know what no one talks about enough? Women who walk away from a good guy, not abusive, not cheating, and not even necessarily a bad person, just not right. It happens a lot more often than you would think. So here are some of the common reasons why. She feels emotionally alone.
Locario, not right is not the sexually attractive one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And notice she gonna say similar shit to the other two women.
In the relationship, he avoids hard conversations and completely shuts down. There's a lack of depth, connection, intimacy.
You see, it's this is you know, I'm tired of being right. I'm just tired. I'm tired because we've been saying this forever. This is why you're supposed to test women at the beginning to see if they are sexually attracted to you.
Exactly.
That's why you're never supposed to wait for sex. If a woman says, let's wait, you say, no, good day. You have a good life. Bye-bye. That's it.
Yes, sir.
This is why you're not supposed to chase women or wear them down, because you're going to be in a relationship and, God forbid, a marriage with a woman who's not sexually attracted to you. And then she's going to want to sit you down and have these conversations about invisible shit that you can't do anything about. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, you guys have to test the women to see if they're on your program from jump.
You shouldn't have to push past and no fucking last minute resistance. Fuck all that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be on your terms. You tell a chick, hey, come back to my place. Let's hook up tonight. All that she should be saying is yes. You understand? And then if she comes back to your place and she don't want to hook up, hey, no problem. Let me walk you to your car. You walk her to her car. She gets home. You say, hey, text me. Let me know you got home safe. Oh, I got home safe. Cool. It was good seeing you. And then she's like, oh, yeah, it was really good seeing you. Boom. You never call that woman again. That's it.
We're done.
That's it. Because I'm telling you, if you guys allow women into your life and they are not sexually attracted to you, this is your future. You know, honey, I just feel like there isn't enough depth in this relationship, AKA I'm not sexually attracted to you, which you can't do anything about because I'm just not sexually attracted to you. You know, honey, I feel like there's not enough communication and intimacy and emotions here, AKA I'm not sexually attracted to you, and there's nothing you can do about that. But I'm gonna have you try to fulfill this imaginary thing that I'm putting up here that can't be fulfilled because you're not that guy. And I knew you weren't that guy when I first met you.
Right.
You were too stupid to realize that I didn't think you were that guy because you thought that this was just regular protocol. Oh yeah, you know, Locario Miles, women need to get to know you first before sex happens. You can't just have sex that quick, Locario Miles. This is crazy. You know, she has to be comfortable, so I got to take her on 5 or 6 or 7 dates. And then this is what you end up with when you're getting married, this type of shit.
Doesn't feel seen or heard or truly understood. She feels more like a roommate or a mom or a manager than a partner. They've just grown apart. They just have different interests or different goals. He's comfortable. She's unfulfilled. Her needs.
Unfulfilled. You see what I'm saying?
You know why? You know why he seems like he's comfortable? Because we deal in logic and we don't fucking complain.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And whatever we want from a woman, we instruct her to fucking do it, and that's that.
Right.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why, guys, y'all gotta be the ones to charge them to the game when they're showing you resistance. And I'm telling you, they're gonna show you resistance in the beginning if they're not interested in you. And when they show you that resistance, you get rid of them. The problem is that, see, y'all be thinking, because I've heard this plenty of times. Oh, but Locario, you know, you're just too harsh, man. You're like running away from the girl, and you know, you got to give her some grace, and you know, like you're leaving all this pussy on the table. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all want to marry and be in a committed situation with a woman who don't really like you. And notice, isn't it weird how all three of these women's conversations about this were literally like similar? It was like they're saying the same exact thing.
Same script. Yep.
Same thing.
Have just been dismissed or minimized for too long. Just because he's a good guy doesn't mean he's the right guy for you. You're allowed to want more than he's nice. You're allowed to want depth and effort and emotional safety and growth. There's something inside of you just kept saying, like, this is not it.
And see, what women don't understand is unfortunate for them, is there's nothing wrong with them wanting the depth and the sexual attraction and the guy who's going to be consistent. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is it costs and they can't afford it. You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem. They can't afford that shit. So what happens is that they're left with the guys that they're left with the nice guys who are, who has a good job. He's a gentleman. They're left with that. And then later they feel some type of way because they start to realize, damn, but I don't really want him.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the fact that he was showing me non-sexual attention and consistency, which is what I also want, but something's missing. I'm just not sexually attracted to him. But I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say depth. I'm going to say emotional connection. I'm going to say all of this goofy ass shit. You understand? Like, guys, I'm telling y'all should be lucky you're hearing this.
Yo, they got to use flowery words.
Right.
So you don't have to say, I'm a slut. Listen, what have I been telling y'all? Women know they ain't shit. They know it. They know it, but they can't. In this situation that you're seeing on display, that they know it, but they can't say it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Bro, this is why you have so many of these chicks having Pookie and Ray Ray's baby.
Right.
Because all of the rest of the shit is really just flowery structural shit that truthfully has been put in place by men. We created the logical foundation of the family, the home, the society, the civilization, just so we can protect them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, God, okay, listen to me. The women in these videos, they're trying their best not to say that they're sluts, and they just really want a guy that is sexually attractive.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the guy that was just sexually attractive. He may not have anything else to offer them because he's too busy fucking other bitches too.
Exactly.
But here's the crazy part, that if men took away leadership, logic, civility, protection, and leadership, if men took all that shit away and just focused on the sex, all these bitches would be in concentration camps just fucking and sucking.
Right. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
What I just said was very dangerous to even say on air. I shouldn't have said that, but think about what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
If we took away civilization, security, leadership, technology, advancements in society, if we took all of that away and just went back to the carnal lust, where would they be?
Mm-hmm. Nah, it's real shit though. It's real shit. It sounds crazy, but it's real shit. If we're really talking, and see, this is the thing where we talking about a man's value, the protection, the consistency, all of those things. And this is why you shouldn't allow a woman to get that unless she's been vetted, unless she's proven herself to be there and be worthy of that energy you're going to give her. Because what happens is when you don't do that, you start to have women sound like this, the ungrateful energy. Oh, but I feel like, there needs to be more of this and more emotion and more of that and more of this. And how come you're not doing that? I feel it's missing and blah, blah, blah. And all that really says is that, well, I've come to the conclusion that me not liking you is for real. Like, I remember when I first met you, I was kind of like, he's all right. Maybe he'll do. But now I realize I don't really like this nigga.
I don't really like this nigga. You know
what I'm saying? And this is why you have a lot of divorces initiated by who? Women. You see what I'm saying? See, what's funny? You know what's funny is that a lot of the stuff that these niggas be saying in the red pill, right, happens, but they don't understand why it happens.
Yeah.
They don't understand the why. They think it's just female nature. Oh, well, female nature is this. Yes, it is female nature to dog walk a nigga with no game. Everything these women are talking about is because they were with men with no game.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's the thing. You should never be in a situation where it's a relationship with you and a woman where she's even having this type of conversation with you. The fact that these conversations are happening means you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that these conversations are happening is that you chose wrong. You didn't vet the woman. You see what I'm saying? This is the thing you guys don't understand. Because check this out. When you vet a woman and you have game, right? The woman is going to say to herself, damn, this is the best nigga ever, right? Now, her understanding she got the best motherfucker, she doesn't want to lose the best motherfucker.
Oh, shit. I forgot we even ran a call-in show. Niggas is not calling in no more. Like 316, you're on live with Locario Miles, name, age, city. How can we help you?
Yo, this is Amsterdam's finest from Amsterdam 29.
All right, Amsterdam's finest. What where did you send the support?
Well, since I'm from Europe, we don't have Cash App and Venmo, so I wanted to ask if I can do PayPal.
Yeah, of course you can do PayPal.
PayPal's at the top. You don't see the PayPal?
PayPal is the very first very first option.
Oh, I didn't see. My apologies. I'll call back.
Call right back. Go ahead.
Hit the PayPal top and then call back.
Yeah,
let me see what these questions are saying real quick, and we're gonna wrap it up in like 10 minutes. It says, so can a man claim abuse if a chick that's his girl withholds intercourse from him? I think it's talking about that thing where you're talking about where the chick was like cheating his sexual assault or whatever.
You should be able to, but I don't know why you would. Why not just get with a chick that don't do that?
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? See, that's the difference between red pill and us.
Yeah.
Is red pill is like, I'm the victim. We're saying it's your fucking fault. You understand? Because you should know better.
If that's happening with your bitch, why you staying with the bitch?
Right.
So
why did you become
yeah, how did you become your bitch? I'm gonna stay with her and then claim and file a police report on a bitch and get a lawyer. But no, how about I just get a new bitch?
Right, exactly.
Ass nigga. Behind the lens, if this is the same behind the lens I've been seeing for years, nigga, you've been fucking with us for a long time. I hope this question is just rhetorical and you're just trying to be funny, man. Because come on, man. Like, get a new, like, look, guys, here's the thing. Never try to change your bitch. Just change your bitch.
That's a fact. Real talk. Man. So it says, so their mindset is sabotaging them. They know the man they want will never be their partner, but it makes them feel away. So they settle so they can complain. Well, yeah, the thing is this. Women generally have no choice but to settle.
Right.
Because in order for a woman to get a man who's on point, she has to put in a lot of work. And she has to earn him. Because you got to understand, when a guy is confident, he has game, he understands his value, he understands his masculine identity, he's like, I'm that guy. He's first of all, to be monogamous, that needs to be a choice based on him. So it's not even about her. Do you understand? So meaning that his choice to be monogamous has to be based on him for his personal reasons, not because she wants to be with him.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But two, usually guys who are that attractive are not monogamous. You understand? Like it's hard to find. It's almost rare to find a motherfucker who is attractive enough to attract multiple women, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna stay with this one girl. I'm just gonna." because remember, it's not about the woman. So usually, what happens is that he's enjoying himself. So if I'm enjoying myself and I am attracted to women, and I have the ability to get multiple women, I'm not gonna not get multiple women for her. You understand what I'm saying? That makes zero sense. You see what I'm saying? Because see, the thing is that, you know, a man's gonna do what he can do. So if motherfuckers could get multiple women, they wouldn't just be with one.
Right.
Generally, you see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. So a lot of times when these guys are, you know, in these monogamous situations, sometimes they do it because that's actually their best option to be monogamous, because they don't have lots of women coming at them, or they don't have access to a lot of women. They don't know how to deal with a lot of women. So essentially, the women are settling because, generally speaking, the guy promising to only be with her has to be the less attractive guy. Like this is simple math. This is simple math. This guy doesn't have options. So this woman is his only option. So she is in the power position. So of course he's going to do what she says. But then that same woman is going to be the same woman in these videos. Somehow, I just don't feel the emotional connection. I just don't feel yeah, of course you don't feel it because you chose a guy who wasn't the most attractive, of course.
Right.
But then she's like, she feels that sexual connection with the highly sexually attractive guy. But then she's like, oh, I want him to be with just me. How? That makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? So it's this thing where women don't have game because women either don't see this or they try to ignore this. They don't see it. Where they're like, why doesn't Chad or Tyrone want to just be with me? Right? They're either oblivious to it or they be like, damn, Chad and Tyrone ain't gonna want to just be with me. so I'm gonna either have to share them or I'm gonna have to get with this other guy and have them to myself. That's their choices.
Crazy. And you know it's sad, right? Like again, this is also what, shout out to Steve, man. This is why you need to know how to fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the cats that these women feel like they're settling for, it's not even that they don't have the ability to be sexually attractive,
right? But
these dudes are so busy trying to acquiesce to these hoes is that they forget that they even have a sexual identity.
Exactly.
You understand? Because for a bitch to even have the audacity to refer to me as partner and to talk about consent when it comes to sex, bro. For a bitch to say words like that, you know the nigga that she fucking with is not fucking her.
Exactly.
He may be having sex with her and he may be making love to her. He never fucks her.
Right.
I have no problem with making love and having sex. But if you can't fuck your bitch, something's missing.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And bro, leader, it's about that leadership, nigga. It's about strong.
Exactly.
It's about that strong thing, putting it up inside her and making her feel you like, hey, listen, sometimes we have sex, sometimes we make love, but sometimes you gonna get fucked and ain't nothing you can do about it. And you gonna trust me with it. You gonna trust me. You gonna enjoy yourself. And you gonna let go, and you gonna bust multiple nuts. You gonna leave wet spots on the blankets and shit, bitch. These niggas that these bitches is talking about don't even know what I'm saying right now. They don't know those words.
Right.
When they hear a nigga like me talk and say shit like that, it makes them uncomfortable. Like, oh my God, he's such a toxic masculine man. Why is he saying that?
Yo. Oh man, I swear this shit is wild out here, man. This shit is wild out here. So he said, when does the Players Academy officially start?
Oh nigga, it's been started, but I'm only taking 10 applicants at a time because I work personally with each one.
Right.
So you got to come around when on the next wave.
It says, I'm not attracted to my main rotation girl anymore that I've been seeing for over a year, who's been super consistent with me. Should I break up with her? If so, how? Bruh, see, I would need to know what is it that you're not attracted to anymore? Because you sounding like a woman right now. Because it's the thing, right? you're saying your main chick in your rotation, who you've been seeing over a year, that means she's been consistent for a year, right? So she's being, I'm assuming she's being consistently cooperative for a year, and y'all fucking and everything is all good. So what happened where you're not attracted to her anymore? I need to know, what is that thing? Because see, when you have game, the reason why you wouldn't be attracted is because she's switching up and she's doing some other bullshit.
Right.
So it would be like, I'm not attracted because she's going against the program. But if you're saying, well, I'm not attracted to her anymore because I'm used to fucking her.
Right.
Bruh, nigga, nah, son. Let me tell you. See, you can't say I'm not attracted because you're just bored or used to her. Being used to her is the sweet spot. See, understand. Y'all got to understand how this shit works, right? See, you sound like a woman who is so comfortable in her situation and she's taking it for granted. You understand? See, if you got a fuck buddy or a side chick or whatever, and she's consistent and on point and she ain't giving you no issues, nigga, you need to keep her ass around.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm telling you? Because, see, people say, oh, it's hard to find, somebody that's good for a relationship. Do you know sometimes it's hard to find a consistent fuck buddy?
Nick.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are y'all talking about? If this chick is doing everything she needs to do, she ain't giving you no trouble, she coming through to get it cracking, nigga, you better learn how to be attracted to her again. You understand what I'm saying? You better do something, nigga.
If you're not gonna wife her, you better
you better learn how to do this shit. Fuck you mean?
Yo,
wow, bro.
Y'all niggas don't understand what y'all talking about.
He gonna get rid of her and then complain later, like, damn, bro, I'm in a drought. These chicks out here is wild. Yeah, you feeling this way because you're so comfortable. You understand? Nigga, I'm telling y'all gotta get to the point. See, sometimes y'all gotta chill the fuck out, sit down in silence, and realize how great, and be grateful for what you got.
Stop being ungrateful like these fucking societal bitches. Like,
like what? Nigga, you got a chick that you've been seeing for a year in your rotation, and she's consistent. You talking about I'm not attracted for what? What I need to know, what is it that you're not attracted to anymore?
Something's missing. She's not being emotionally available, because sometimes I find myself begging for her to show up for me emotionally. That's what this nigga sound like, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, y'all
niggas is wild out here, nigga. What? See, y'all don't appreciate shit. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all gotta understand. That's super feminine right there. Oh, I just don't feel like I'm attracted. What, nigga? You better get back on that shit, nigga. Stop fucking around. It says, how do I stop overusing logic in conversation?
What?
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. You might have to call about that later, but we about to wrap this shit up because we got to do the money game show in a second. So guys, listen, man, that's pretty much it, man. Guys, make sure that y'all go to shoplocario.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, badboymembership.com, and CunninghamElements.com. What else we got to talk about? I think that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out the show with Stephen Locario tomorrow, and those guys that are on the Masculine Identity membership, make sure y'all come through tonight for the Zoom call, man. We're gonna be having a dope conversation, so yeah, make that happen, man. And then of course, Cunningham Elements, get your soap, and we'll holler at you a lot.
And remember, guys, you should not be running behind women for anything.
Yeah.
Because everything that you've seen in this show, I got one more thing to say to you. Actually, Boss Man got one more thing.
And that's all you need to know about bitches right there.
That's it. So, guys, we're going to holler at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't going to get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You got to understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you got to work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not going to be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And then let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link.